Hey, what's going on, Ferocious fans? Nate Powell from FEROCIOUSDemyze.com. Thank you for joining us for another great Ferocious Friday free-for-all. We've got a great show lined up for you. And of course, it's great you guys got a chance to come out here and talk live. I love doing that. I love getting to know you guys more and more every week. It's pretty crazy. Like about a month and a half ago, we were at about 35 subscribers and we're currently at 102. So we are growing thanks to you guys getting the word out about this program. Of course, we're going to have some giveaways, and there's something new that I guess I introduced it last week, but we're going to go ahead and continue this pretty cool thing, which is basically if anybody in the world orders anything at ferociousbeard.com, it doesn't have to be you guys, it could be anybody. If an order comes in while we're broadcasting live, we're going to do what's called a bonus giveaway, and we're going to basically stop what we're doing. We're going to pick a number, and somebody who's here is going to win a prize. So I'm psyched about that. I think it's pretty cool. We did, I think, 3 bonus giveaways last week. Let me just adjust my camera because I guess that's just my mic. No big deal. I do have a microphone here, so it's kind of creeping in, but we've got a great show. Let me tell you what's going on. So first and foremost, I'm going to talk about our Tuesday collaboration corner, because that's when we did release 2 cents as a result of that collaboration with you guys. Every Tuesday we do a live in which we collaborate with as a team, and we create new scents together, and then I will make them, and I've made 6 of these little bottles and rate them, A, B, C, D, or F, and the ones that rate an A is what I'll go ahead and put onto the website. So I've got 2 of them so far, and I've got a 3rd one that I'm going to update the site. Just when I get a moment, I will update the site with that 3rd one. That's under our collaboration corner on ferociousbeard.com. So these are scents that you guys are working with me on. This is what you're telling me you want in the scents. So let's make them and let's get them out there so you guys can enjoy them. We'll do a giveaway pretty soon. I did not do a separate giveaway video like I have been in the past, and to be quite honest, it's really for 2 reasons. The first thing is I simply ran out of time this week, so I apologize for that. But secondly, I was just thinking that it might be cool to have these giveaways for the folks that come here on Friday nights to visit with us, and kind of, as a group, kind of talk about things and get together and just hang out. So I think we're going to try it this way for a little while. So the folks that are here on Friday nights will all get a chance to participate and not necessarily have to watch a video first earlier in the week, answer the question, and then come back here on Friday night to see if they won. So that's pretty much what I'm up to. So let's do a couple of introductions, because it looks like E-Rock was first here. Beardius Maximus second. Charlie, what's going on? You were 3rd. Redneck Viking, Heidi Ho. Charlie Lyons, thanks for stopping in. Logan, what's up, man? Of course, the woman who is my wife and my partner with ferociousbeard.com, she's here too. What's up? So that's cool. We have, it's hard to, let me see how many visitors or people are watching at the moment. At the moment, we have 4 people on YouTube and 3 on Facebook, but that will probably go up as the show continues. I did want to also mention that we have got a special guest tonight. It is the band called Demyze, and they are a 3-piece hard rock band from Winchester, Virginia. So they will be stopping in a few minutes, and they are going to be helping me to introduce them, as well as to introduce a scent collaboration that we've done with them. And we'll talk more about that in a little while. I can't wait to introduce you to this band. So first and foremost, let's wait just a few more minutes. Now look at this, it jumped. We've got 8 people here. So that's cool. We are just kind of getting started on this show. Last week, I think we went about an hour and a half. The previous 2 weeks, we went about 2.5 hours. So let's see what kind of night it is. Let's see, there is another live stream going on right now with Kyle and Joe. That's okay. There's plenty of room in the internet to have both of us going. So yeah, there's some people that may be over there on the Kyle and Joe show. That's okay. They are cool and no big deal at all. Yeah, Charlie, they are out of Virginia. So that's awesome. I'm from the East Coast originally, from Rhode Island, so it's obviously a little bit northeast, but the whole East Coast is pretty cool. I've been down to the DC area. I actually, years ago, my parents split and my dad moved to Virginia, and he moved to some 80-acre farm out there. And I remember as a kid getting lost on this 80-acre farm, and I was like lost for hours. I couldn't find my way back to the house. So that's my memory of Virginia at the moment. So let's see. Let me just tell you real quick before we do a giveaway, the 2 collaborations that we did on the Tuesday night. They're really pretty amazing scents. One we call Irish Cream, and one is called a Cut Above. And the Irish Cream, it's a coffee, chocolate mint, and bourbon scent. And that is on the website now under the collaboration corner section of the oils. And there's also called a Cut Above, which is our barbershop scent mixed with Cuban tobacco and cedar leather. And so it's like a nice smooth barbershop with an extra kick of some really nice blends. And all 3 of those go really well together. So I definitely recommend these 2 items because, you guys collaborating with me are the ones that really made it. So this is really your product. So this is, this is the result of a collaboration between us. So let's do this. Let's do a giveaway first, just because I want to kind of get that out of the way. And because there are currently 7 people in here, I'm going to just pick a number from 1 to 5. And when I say go, I'd like for you to plug a number in, but don't plug in a number yet. Give me one moment and I will let you know when to plug that in. Okay, go ahead. One number, please, and just enter it in, and we'll see if you get my number. All right, everybody, stop for a second, and let's see what we've got here. Okay, so I'm just going to hit again, and everybody go ahead and do one more number, please. All right. And you guys can stop because we do have a winner here. So the winner is Beardius Maximus. So Beardius, you are going to win 1,000 Ferocious funds, which is $25. So I will get with you and make sure that your Ferocious funds account gets 1,000 Ferocious funds, which is again $25. You can use that to spend however you'd like at ferociousbeard.com. And so if you get something less than 25, that'll pay for shipping as well. So congratulations, you won this time. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm just a little out of sorts at the moment. Sorry. Just, you know how it goes. So now that we have that first giveaway out of the way, what I'd like to do is I would like to bring in the band Demyze. Let me bring them up on the screen here, and we'll go ahead and talk to them. Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, how's it going? Oh, nothing much.
Very good. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Ferocious Friday Night Free-for-All. I really appreciate you guys coming in here. And I just, we'll get to kind of talking about how we ended up meeting and all that stuff. But if you, would you mind introducing yourself to the folks?
I'm Dale. I do lead guitar and vocals.
I'm Aaron, and I do bass and vocals.
I'm Aaron, and I'm a drummer.
Two Aarons.
Two Aarons. How about that? That's cool. So you guys are based out of Virginia. Did you guys grow up there in Virginia? Pretty much.
I did.
Yeah.
I grew up in West Virginia, and I pretty much hung around Winchester for like my whole teenage 20s and whatnot.
I've been in Winchester my whole life.
I'm from Hagerstown, Maryland, actually.
He's from Maryland.
Okay. So how far is Hagerstown from where you're at in Winchester?
About 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. That's a pretty quick pretty quick drive. If you need to get home or whatever, you need to check it out. And, you know.
Oh yeah, it's not bad. Practices are nice.
Yeah.
Could be a lot
Right.
worse.
Sure, absolutely. So let me ask you this. I know like with everybody hanging out at home and all the restaurants and bars, a lot of them have been closed for a while. Like how has that impacted you guys as far? I mean, I know obviously you're not able to play in venues and things like that, but what are you doing, if anything, to kind of get past that and still keep yourself focused and on playing? And do you practice more, or do you give out like free shows, or what are you guys up to?
Well, I'd say what was our last show? It was like I think the beginning of February.
Yeah.
February 8th.
Yeah.
Which was his first show with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
the
wow.
new guy, and so we had a bunch of other shows lined up. I think we've already had to cancel like 2
All
or
of
3.
April.
So that's where we kind of are with shows. It sucks to do that, and there's probably going to be more cancellations, unfortunately.
Sure.
But I don't know. We haven't even really got to practice. This is actually the
First time we've seen each other.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, wow.
pretty much the show almost. I think we had one practice after that.
In March.
Yep.
In March. Okay. So really it's like a reunion for you guys.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, so have you heard anything about when you guys will start to kind of get back out into the world again and play, or?
Not much. We're just hoping, I guess, hopefully by September.
Yeah. Hopefully by September.
Hopefully before that.
Yeah,
hopefully
hopefully.
before that. But like September, we have a very large major festival we're playing with some very big artists in the rock and metal genres. So
Okay.
we're hoping by then at least.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's just like being in this just pending zone, just waiting and waiting, like to be released, it's like you want to get out there and do your thing. So I've seen like sometimes like some bands will do like YouTube shows or things just to kind of get people.
Put on.
Yeah, we kind of had a little idea to do it, but for us it was like it's hard for us to even get together because he lives in Maryland.
Yeah, Maryland's pretty strict right now.
Yeah, Maryland's has been very strict. Like if you're out in public without a face mask, it's like a $5,000 fine or something.
I don't know.
Really? Wow.
Pay attention to that. I don't care what they say. The only time I wear a mask is in a store.
Yeah. Yeah. Being here in Texas, they're wanting, people to wear masks in stores too. And I see maybe it's about 60% have masks on and then less than that.
Yeah,
too.
pretty much.
So it's just crazy. Like every state is handling it a little differently. And, even in Texas, like, for example, they were like, well, you can't open, barbershops and salons. And then there was a woman in Dallas that did open up she's like, no, I'm going to open it. And well, then she ended up getting arrested and she was supposed to go to jail. But then the Supreme Court was like, no, she's not going to be in jail. We're not going to have a jail fine for this. So it was just crazy. Then the governor's like, yeah, I agree with the Supreme Court, even though it was originally his ruling that started the whole thing. So it's just crazy. So I think everybody's just kind of trying to figure out the best thing to do, and nobody really knows exactly the right answer,
Yeah.
But
we had somebody, I think, open up their barber shop early too and got in trouble with the same exact
I know
thing.
someone who works at my barbershop, he was doing like house calls, and then they got a bunch of shit from that.
oh yeah, that's crazy. So Barb has a question. Who are your individual influences?
You want to go first?
Oh, me. Why you got a big go
Because you're the new
first?
guy.
That's a hard question, but they said what again? One.
No,
Individual.
Who are your individual influences?
Oh, well, Rush. Yes. Breaking Benjamin. Alice in Chains.
Okay.
I don't think
Got
Jason-
quite a few.
Oh, me too.
Your turn.
Your turn.
Beartooth. Nirvana. Blink 182.
Okay.
I'll save yours because we have one of the same major influences, but I'll give it to you.
The band Seether is like my biggest influence, but I'd say like one other influence that made me want to learn to play guitar was Eddie Van Halen. So Van Halen's probably in there with the influences.
Oh yeah, he's a great and I like Seether too, so that's awesome.
Oh yeah,
Love Seether.
I do
too. Let's see. Beardia says he used to play in a metal band. The band was called Scream of Despair, later changed to Enslave the Grave.
Why does that sound familiar?
It does.
It's a metal ass name though.
It's metal.
Yeah. That's to go. You think Scream of Despair? You can't get any more metal than that until Enslave the Grave comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, so let's see. Redneck Viking says he has. Have you ever gotten to meet Ozzy?
I have not.
No.
I had long hair once, and somebody thought I was like playing Ozzy or something like that at a festival. They may have had a little bit to drink, but.
And then let's see. Charlie Lyon says, do you play covers or original music?" No, just you do play original music. Do you play covers as well?
Every once in a while, we'll throw a cover in, but since he's the newer guy in the band, we're trying to get him down with the originals right now, and we're writing new music.
Yeah.
So trying to get that down before we move to start doing covers.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. What kind of how long have you guys been playing then?
Almost 5 years.
Yeah, as this band, it's been 5 years. Individually, we've played separate, I guess, amount of years, but together 5 years. And I think, what was it? 2017 is when we released our first album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I had a question about so I noticed you guys are on iTunes.
Yep.
I think you're probably in Amazon Music, various places where you can download music. So I'm just curious, like, what's that process like to get yourself on iTunes? Because I mean, that must have been a process.
It's actually very easy.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Third-party company, and they just send all your stuff out to a streaming service.
Oh, wow.
The streaming you pick, and then if the streaming service approves it, then you get put on there.
Yeah, like for us, like the easy route to post our music is a website called Reverb Nation, which was pretty popular back a few years ago for bands.
Yeah.
It's not so much anymore, but
No.
they have a really easy way of you just upload your music, you upload your artwork, and then it gets approved and gets posted. iTunes and Apple are the ones that are kind of really strict about how.
Apple's just strict on their artwork.
Yeah, they're strict on their artwork. I had to send an email to someone that works for the third party company and say, hey, this is what we want it to be, so send it anyways. Because if Apple doesn't approve it, apparently, like through this third party, then it doesn't get posted on any of the streaming services. So we had to.
That's similar to how so at ferociousbeard.com, maybe about 6 months ago, we got an app, which is in the Apple App Store as well as on the Google Play Store. But we went through a Shopify third party in order to get that app. So like if it were me trying to build an app and trying to do it myself, like I've heard that it's pretty tough to get your app approved. But because it was a third party, it was pretty much, as long as I pay the $20 or whatever, $25 a month it is to have the app, then, or it's actually a little more than that, but they take care of all that stuff. So yeah, sometimes it's much easier to do that third party.
Yeah.
So let's see. So Charlie Lyons wants to know if you ever travel to places in Fairfax. That's where he is.
Been close.
We're not too far from Fairfax. But no, they have a thing in Fairfax every year called Celebrate Fairfax Festival. We've tried to submit for the past 3 or 4 years to play that festival in Fairfax, but I don't know if we're too heavy or not family friendly. I don't know.
So yeah, I guess I could see where that kind of might limit some places to play. Although it probably opens the door for a lot of other places that you could play,
I think, one show that was supposed to happen in April would have been, I think, fairly close to Fairfax, more than Winchester. Was Fredericksburg, Virginia, and that had to obviously get canceled. But it's supposed to be, I think, rescheduled for July as long as everything goes as planned.
Sure. Charlie says those yuppies won't like that here.
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing about Celebrate Fairfax or anything.
Right. Let's see. And Beardy says, what type of metal do y'all play?
Well, I wouldn't say like
It's probably more hard rock than metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got
Alternative.
a little bit of screams here and there in our music, and then but it mainly stays within that, like, I guess almost like early 2000s type style.
Alternative, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're pushing the envelope with the next album,
It's
though.
like hard rock.
We're gonna
grunge.
change it up for sure because I believe in time signature.
I mean, there's a little metalcore influences, I guess.
So you believe in time signatures? Is that like,
Yeah.
is it like previous music was like changing times? Or,
4/4. We all stayed in 4/4.
Yeah, we kind of, every song that we wrote kind of for like the first album kind of like stayed the same type of rhythm, almost like not the same riffs, but like same type of tempo almost.
Okay, yeah, sure. No, I know what you mean. Let's see, Charlie Lyons. Smash Mouth and Better Than Ezra was about as hard as they will go. I get, yeah.
For Celebrate Fairfax, I got it.
Yeah.
So it would
That's
be
funny.
pretty cool to open up for Smash Mouth, I would say.
That'd be pretty lit.
Yeah. So I was wondering, so like me, I'm still learning about how to broadcast without stumbling all over myself and stopping, pausing dramatically. So when you're going on stage like that, like what kind of, how do you train yourself to go up there and not like not have stage fright? Like, I mean, it might sound like I have an oddball question, but I'm like you guys get up on stage and just start playing. Like, do you feel nervous when you're up there, or did you when you first started, or how did that go?
You and me start?
Yeah, you can answer if you
All
want.
right. Well, when I first started, I was probably extremely nervous. But then you just kind of get used to it. And now I just feel like it's a different personality of stage me and regular me. It's just,
Okay.
it just like go on, you shut your brain off, you do what you do, and then
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. You like every once in a while, have like a little bit of jitters before you get on stage. But
I'm not gonna lie to you. Whenever we play the festival, I'm gonna be a nervous wreck.
oh yeah, when we play this big festival in September, I think we're all gonna be a little bit nervous.
I think you guys will be nervous.
As soon as we start that intro riff and go into the song,
We'll be good.
we'll be perfectly fine. It's literally, it's right when you start, everything just, it's different.
It's like a hit or miss with everybody.
Also,
Sure.
I don't know, for me, or I don't know if they do it, I kind of just have a little bit of a pre-show routine that gets me ready
Okay.
to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, one thing me and him did before he joined the band, we would like kind of, people mosh, they're bumping into each other and whatnot. We kind of would push each other around backstage, be like, all right, let's do this, and then go out there, and that's how we do it. Not think about it.
Always stretch.
Yeah.
Sure. No, that makes total sense. Well, that's cool. You guys have a routine down and you just kind of psych yourself up essentially and go into your stage mode. And yeah, I know what you mean about kind of being almost like a different personality on stage than off stage. Years and years ago, I worked building a website for somebody who was an entertainer, and he called himself, I won't mention his name just because it's been years and I don't, necessarily want to broadcast it, but he would call himself he would talk about himself in like the third person, like, like me saying, okay, Mr. Ferocious is going to come out here and interview you. And then Mr. Ferocious is going to do this. It's like, wait, who's Mr. Ferocious? Yeah. That's kind of like what it was like. Oh, so moshing. Oh, those were the good old days. See, I grew up in these types of, like in Providence, Rhode Island, and it was like you would fit there, I think, very well with your kind of music you're playing. I mean, we used to go to clubs, like there was one called it was called Jerky's actually, and then there was Club Hell, and then there was a couple other places like that. Oh man, it's been a while now, but I think like back when I was, like it was probably 95, 96, because I had just gotten out of the Air Force, and so I was back in Rhode Island, and like those are the kind of clubs that I think the kind of music I've listened to from you would be, at least back then, like that's my memory of like what it would have been like, you know.
So I want to say I know of one venue that's up in Providence, Rhode Island right now, and we haven't been booked up that far yet up north, but I think it's called Fete Music Hall or something like that. It's FETE.
Oh, wow.
I think that's where it's at.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that we're eventually going to try to make our way up there.
That's all. I mean, I really enjoyed the music scene up there. There was another, it was called Club Babyhead, and that was another, and of course it's all different now. I mean, this is back when I was younger, you know, and I'm sure things have changed, but it, like the alternative music scene was big back then. Mm-hmm. So wait a minute, what did Beta say? Hey, weren't you just singing Backstreet Boys the other day? No, I think you're on the wrong channel, Beta. Let's see. Charlie says, I like a lot of metal depending on your definition of metal.
Ooh. Metal is a wide variety.
I don't believe in just one sound.
Yeah.
Genres and subgenres of metal.
Yeah. No, they're definitely subgenres of metal.
What?
Redneck said he never got into the mosh pit.
I don't think so.
Circle pit.
My wife.
Yeah.
Pet Shop Boys. There's a little bit of truth to the Pet Shop Boys, but I mean, I like a lot of things. All right. Oh man, what else is? Let's see any other comments that's coming in here. Redneck says,
Slayer.
Amonomorph. That Amonomorph. That's what it is. Yeah, Viking metal.
No, how about Elevite? They are awesome.
Viking metal's not my type of thing, I guess.
mainly metalcore. Logan says.
Name.
See, it's maybe Logan knows your shirt then.
Prog,
if you can even read that.
Beartooth. That's
prog metal, prog deathcore, all kinds of stuff.
Question: past or present? If you could.
Oh yeah, we're reading the comments too.
Oh yeah, let's see. I'll bring it up. If you could dream big and open for one band artist, who would it be?
Do you want an answer from each one of us?
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
Band I could open up for.
That's a good one.
Honestly, I want to say Breaking Benjamin.
Okay.
Past or present. I'm gonna give a past and a present.
I was going to say Rush for the past.
Well, there you go.
Rush.
Yeah.
So past would be Nirvana, and present would be Beartooth, and I'm doing that. So.
I'm 4 5
If
years.
I did a past and present, I would say have to. See, now for past though, it would be a toss up for me. For past, it would either be between Motley Crue and Van Halen, or and
just choose Van Halen.
Present. Yeah, but Motley Crue was fun back in the day.
They were crazy dudes.
Present, I'd have to say obviously Seether.
Sure.
Excuse me, got Corona going on.
No.
Slayer will make your eyes and ears bleed.
They made my ears bleed.
Well, the song called Raining Blood's pretty hard, so.
I got to see Slayer once, and that was, I think,
Carolina Rebellion.
Oh, so that's twice then, actually. I've seen Slayer twice. So Barb says, Sammy Van Halen or David Lee Roth Van Halen?
David Lee Roth.
Oh, wow. Why they got to do that?
I would say David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth was Van Halen.
No. I like both of
Here it
them.
comes.
I like
Stay
both
tuned.
of
We're going to have a fight live on the internet.
Sammy Hagar did pretty good, but David
He
Lee Roth
I'm not
also
saying
did
he
some good
didn't do
stuff.
good.
Good old Van Hagar.
I couldn't really
Van
decide,
Hagar.
honestly. I mean, I like both eras of the band.
I like the Sammy Hagar songs, and I like David Lee Roth.
1984 was a solid album.
songs. But
Yeah.
I'd have to stick with David Lee Roth.
Oh yeah, he was definitely a showman. That's for sure.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
If I would have to say one thing, between David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar, now Sammy Hagar
Yep.
still has the pipes.
Sammy Hagar blows him away.
Oh yeah.
That's why he sings country music now.
Sammy Hagar.
We've seen Sammy Hagar.
See, Redneck says the Breaking Benjamin was the last concert he went to. It was sold out 2005. So you bought the last ticket, Redneck. Let's see. When are we getting new music?
I've seen was August of 2018.
When are we getting new music? When we finish the album.
Oh,
Right.
Mike Bonnewick. So there's a story behind Mike Bonnewick. He has filled in for us when we didn't have a drummer previously. He is, and we'll give a shout out to his band Behind the Gray. So
Nice.
but he's filled in for us several times.
Okay. And where are they out of?
They are from Pennsylvania.
Scranton.
Okay. So that's what, about an hour or so from where y'all are?
Scranton?
Or maybe the border, right? Okay, so Scranton, Pennsylvania. Okay. So that's a good drive.
Oh, yeah.
That's an overnight, right?
Yeah, he's came down and played some shows with us and stayed and hung down the weekend and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
4 hours.
4 hours.
So he knows it better than we do.
yeah.
Well, he's made that drive many times.
Oh, well, cool. That's so I wanted to, just so you everyone in the audience knows, because I don't think I mentioned this yet today. We did do a Instagram posting maybe about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago, just to get the word out. But Ferocious and Demise have collaborated on Ascent, and of course, creativity being what it is called Ferocious Demise. It's not really a fancy name, but that's they are holding in their hands an oil and a butter. And I wanted to let you guys know what the scent profile was on this. So it is, let me get this here because I wanted to bring up the website and see if I can even share it on the screen. So, but this scent was actually created by Dale. It's kind of a funny story, but the scent profile is tangerine, mango, and Cuban tobacco. And so it's got a nice kind of a fruity, but tobacco scent, and it just blends really well together. I remember making it for the first time, and I was just really impressed with this combination. But you know, Dale is the guy that created it, and he just told me what he wanted in it, and here it is.
And the way that I even thought of it was, I wanted something that wasn't just like a citrus type scent or anything like that. I was immediately, when I thought of it, I was like, I want a cigar in front of me, and I'm like, what would I want it to smell like? And then that's where I came up with the tangerine mango. I was like, that would be a perfect combination with a cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's a really nice blend, guys. And Barb would know for sure because she also has smelled it, and because she helps make them. And Big Al Style says he's getting this. So, Hey, Big Al, not to put any pressure on you, but just saying, any orders of anything we get, whether it's from the audience or not from the audience, we do an extra bonus giveaway. Just throwing it out there. And you can, and it is on the site. And if you use code 2020, you will save 30% on all purchases through Sunday. But I'm not twisting your arm or anything, and it's not like there's any pressure, but
There's a lot of pressure.
but seriously, guys, I mean, this is what the bottle looks like.
Give me one of those. Yeah. All right. We'll spice it up for him. Okay.
Oh, cool.
If somebody from this right now, like Big Al. All right. If he orders it right now, we'll give him one of our CDs.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Come on now.
I don't know how you would prove that you ordered it, except I guess you would know.
Oh, yeah, I can tell if somebody orders it. So what is the name of that album that you held up? That was
The Fall of Man.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember that one.
Yeah.
But we'll do a giveaway anyway, even if we don't get any sales. And seriously, guys, I don't want to put any pressure on anybody. If we get a sale out of the UK today while we happen to be streaming, we're still going to do a giveaway. This is not to say that you guys have to purchase anything. I just, I like to tease you guys. And I know, like, technically I can't have a contest or giveaway where only people who buy things are allowed to win, because technically that's illegal. But if there's nothing that says I can't have anybody in the world order something, and if we do happen to get an order from anywhere, I can hold a giveaway on this show. So those are just the bonus. So we do giveaways anyway. So these are just the bonus extra giveaways. So what is the scent?
This guy.
Wow.
So let's see. You get a CD and you get a great oil, balm, or butter or wax. And Michelle says it really does smell amazing. She's coming over from Facebook.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. So Quentin asked what the scent profile is. It is tangerine, mango, and Cuban tobacco. And again, it's available in all the things we have: oils, balms, butter, and beard wax. And again, code 2020 will save you 30% on your entire purchase of beard products. The only thing that code really doesn't work on is like shirts and hats and things like that. And it doesn't work on our New Day blend, which is our $8.95 blend of beard oils, which is like our 12 most popular beard oils, which that won't work on there just because those are as low as I can really keep those scents. But on everything else, including Ferocious Demise, you'll save 30%. So yeah, it's really a great scent. And I noticed on the website, I actually did a couple of more things. Like I wrote a few more things on the product page. So let me just share it if we can see it. Let's see here. About you guys. So like let me block, maybe if I
ordered mine.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's pretty small.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it basically has some information about you guys that you started in. You released your first album in 2016, which featured 5 original songs.
That was the EP.
That was the EP, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. First EP, A New Beginning in 2016. You played several shows with local, regional, and national acts. And it says, I got this information earlier that some of the acts that you've shared the stage with Sick Puppies, Drowning Pool, Failure Anthem, Saliva, Saving Abel, Boboflex, Trapped, Scott Stapp from Creed, Nolan Neal from formerly Hinder. So that's some pretty good names right there. Those are some big names.
Oh yeah.
And we've shared the stage with more people since then, actually. So we got to update that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Puddle of Mud and
Tantric,
yeah.
Red Jumpsuit Apparatus.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, we can certainly update this because our intention is to keep this up here as long as you guys want it here. I love to collaborate on scents, especially like even though we have almost 60 scents to choose from, those are our normal everyday scents. And so I really enjoy doing things like this, which kind of let me try scents I haven't made yet. And it's kind of similar to like when folks. Let me just go back here. Here we go. Kind of like it's similar to like when people order custom scents, which is really kind of like with the collaboration, how you were able to get the information to me because of the custom scent page. And so I know a lot of companies, they only make the scents that they have, and then when they collaborate or they come up with a new scent, it's a months long process sometimes. But for me, I like the challenge of creating new scents, just kind of like spur of the moment, but keeping true to the intent of the person who wants the scent created. And so that's why on the create your own beard oil page, I try to make it so, you can pick whatever fragrance oils or essential oils you want, but then there's notes for like how strong you want it, or, like could you make it smell more like this scent than this? That way I get a real sense of what you're looking for in your custom scent. Now, of course, your label, since this is a true collaboration, is a little more upscale than most of our custom scent labels, but everybody who does have a label or creates their custom oils will get a custom name on their label of whatever they want it called. So, but it's a way to keep, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
We definitely appreciate the collaboration as well. Because, I mean,
that's awesome.
Me and him, well, he doesn't have a beard right now, but
No, it's growing back.
Not yet. It's growing, right? Coming in.
He'll grow up one day.
He'll grow up.
no, like we use oils and butters and stuff like that, and so like having our own type it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just used this today, and it's way better than the ones I have been using. So,
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, we we spent a while initially coming up with like the core carrier oils for our oil, like for our beard oils and our butters and balms. So we know the carrier oils are going to work well. It's just like, how's the scent going to smell? Really, that's kind of like where I'm always like, oh, let's see how this is. I hope they like it, or I hope I hope it feels good in the beard. I know it's going to feel good, I guess I should say, but when it comes to just the scent, that's what a lot of people kind of concern themselves over with, is how is the scent, So let's see. I'm going to check. Have we gotten any orders in the last 5 minutes? And we have not yet, which is okay. But there are actually, at the moment, there are 8 people on ferociousbeard.com, which is kind of a lot for just a 1 moment period. That's really interesting. In fact, there's a little map, like I can see. Let me show you this map, where you can kind of see where people are. Let's see. Someone on their mobile phone viewed the checkout page. Oh, maybe. But this is like a little map of those little dots represent where people are at the moment.
Beardius Maximus says I'm on it.
Sweet. Is that dot accurate, Beardius? We're fine. I can track you right to your little little town, United States. Someone on their tablet just viewed the page. That's pretty cool. No, I can't really see that much. I mean, I don't know who's in those little dots, but it is interesting to kind of see that every now and then. That's me, Quentin said. Yeah, Logan, hopefully someday when we have a lot of people at one time shopping on the website, it would be cool. I always thought to have like a big screen hanging up on the wall, just kind of like almost like a just like a status of who's on the site at any one time. What's it, Beers? I can actually see myself laying on the couch on your phone. Oh man. Someday, you might just be able to be like, you ever see like, the Google satellite imagery and stuff like that? Like it would be interesting if in the future you could actually like tap into a live view or something. I think that would be pretty neat.
Yeah,
I'm sure the government can already do that.
Yeah, they're watching.
Probably.
Yeah, they're listening to us right now too, probably. Although I do have a story about that. So, we used to have a beard oil, and in fact, it is still on a label called Havana Getaway, and so when we were selling that, every time somebody ordered and paid via PayPal, the payment got flagged for about 3 days. And the paperwork, from PayPal, the email said it was, flagged per government regulation or something. And so it had to be investigated. And I've determined that the reason for it is because it was called Havana Getaway. And because that's on the embargoed list of countries, Cuba. And so as a result, I changed the name to HG Blend, and it never ever gets flagged anymore. Now it goes straight through. So, but hey, guess what? We do have a sale. So you know what that means.
That was cool.
Bonus,
pretty cool.
bonus giveaway. Hope I didn't give you guys seizures over there. We've got 13 people on here right now. I should warn people before I do that, I guess. So we have 13 people watching at the moment. So let's do this. Let's do 1 through 8. We're going to pick a number, which I just did, and when I say go, don't go yet, but when I say go, we will go ahead and enter a number. So let's just go ahead and put a number now, just one at a time. It's 1 through 8.
You're trying, aren't you?
What are you doing?
I'm trying. One in the camera.
All right, let's see.
All right.
Ooh,
Let's
wow.
see if I can put a number. Well, a lot of people, we have 13 on here now, so let's see. Oh. So the number is, here it is. First time I see it was number, should have showed you, but here it is, number 2. It looks like Logan, you won 1,000 Ferocious Funds.
What are you doing?
And a CD. So what I'll do is I'll get with you, Logan, after. If you don't mind, do you want me to just provide you with his address and then you can send it, or how do you want to do that?
Yeah, we can send it to him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you know his address, Logan. I'll get with you, make sure you're good with that, and then you'll get the CD. So that should work out fine. Awesome. So that is Logan. Congratulations. You are the winner. And you know something? We got another order while we were doing that.
Oh, shit.
Let me just confirm that. May have been just a pop-up, but let me just confirm.
Oh, he just won't leave us.
Yeah, he won't.
Yeah, we did do. We did get another order, so I don't want to, get rid of all your CDs, but we'll do another with Ferocious 1,000 Ferocious Funds points on this one. So we are. Let me just cue this up real quick. This helps me later too, so when I'm going back in to make sure I know who won, I can see this on the screen. So here
I like that music.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
So we'll do a number 1 through 7. And go ahead and start typing 1 through 7.
I hope you like it, Logan.
1 through 7.
Puffball.
Easy.
Come on now. Sit down.
All right, almost done here. All right. And stop. Okay, so the first person, and again, these feeds are coming in both from Facebook and from YouTube. So what happens is they feed into my StreamYard feed, and then I can see both feeds at once. So they just kind of feed into one feed, I should say. So the first person that has number 5 is Tim Johnson. So congratulations, Tim. Tim, I will get with you and we will set you up with 1,000 ferocious funds. Which is $25.
What?
What's wrong?
Oh, is that a Siberian Husky?
Yes. Yeah, he's been wanting to join in.
Wow, he's cool. Very nice looking dog. Now, does that dog like to try to escape all the time? Because I know that a lot of times Huskies are known for like wanting to like get out of Dodge. Like, leave me alone, I'm going.
Well, me and my girlfriend live upstairs, so whenever we let him outside, we have to put him on his leash, take him downstairs and around back to the yard. And his collar wasn't on all the way. Was it yesterday or the day before? And it came off and he took off.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
He didn't go very far, luckily. Somebody stopped him and somebody stopped him and kind of got him in a little corner or whatever, and I went over and cornered him there. But no, when you're walking him on a leash, though, he seems to be all right depending on the location. Like if you're at a park, he seems pretty good. If you're on a street, like in the city, he wants to pull a little more.
He also really likes the beard oil.
Yes, he really likes the sense of beard oil and beard butter.
That's cool. Yeah, a lot of those
He made it like an agenda to get on top of it.
Can't lick it.
Yeah, see, because there is fragrance oil in there. If it was all essential oil, maybe it would be okay. But oh yeah, let the dog join in. And we just got another order, believe it or not. So we're gonna do another giveaway.
Awesome.
This is amazing, guys. So let's do another. This thing started out at like 15 seconds, and I had to compress it to about 5 or 6. So that's why it rushes so fast. 'Cause I wanted to have people not turn the show off. They'd be like, "What the heck, man? This music." All right, so let's do this. This is again for 1,000 ferocious funds. On your mark, get set. Oh, one number from 1 to 6. Go.
Doesn't know how to back up.
It was like Peter Griffin or the Kool-Aid Man walking down the thing.
No, Aaron, he don't know how to go forward either. It smacks it on the wall.
Oh yeah.
Well, Huskies are gifted.
Yeah, he doesn't pay attention to where he's going. All right.
Hi, buddy. Are you going to come see Mommy now?
Did anybody put a number down?
Anyone put a number? See, 2 people numbers came in, but I do have the number that showing. Let me see who the first one is. Let me see.
I'm distracted.
So I don't see a number here that I was looking for. Let's do this. Let's do just a start right here. And if you guys could just type in your number one last time, 1 through 6. And there's 12 of us in here. So if everybody types a number in, changes are good, we'll get that number. All right, I'll do the countdown. So just plug in a number, 1 through 6.
Oh no, Mike, you were saying 3.
But
A third, actually.
All right, let's see here. So I have, oops, okay, stop typing. And this thing, number 2.
2 again.
Big Al.
And hey, Big Al won this one.
Oh, no, I feel bad.
Big Al, you are the winner, 1,000 ferocious funds. So that is $25 value at ferociousbeard.com. So congratulations, Big Al, and thanks. Between you and 2 others, you are the reason why we had 3 additional giveaways tonight. So thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that, Big Al.
Get golf claps.
Golf claps.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, seriously, thank you very much. I know, times are tough sometimes for people, and we really appreciate your business, guys. Thank you so much for what you're doing. Hey, I want to let everybody know real quick about some of the things that we're going to be doing starting next month, just while you're here. So we're going to be teaming up with a charity called Just One. And their whole mission is to help veterans who are in need of support be able to find that support with instructions from Just One, with guidance. They're going to be helping make sure that anything you might need as a veteran in need, they're going to help you get that support that you need, anything you need. And so what we're going to be doing is for every single bottle of beard oil that anybody purchases at FEROCIOUSBeard.com, we're going to be setting aside a second bottle of beard oil to donate to this fund, to this charity. And what they're going to do is they're going to help distribute that to veterans that are in need. I know it's just beard oil, but that's what we have. We don't have a lot of money to give out and donate, but we do have beard oil that we're happy to donate to veterans in need. So I just wanted to let you guys know that we are going to be doing that starting June 1st, and we're going to run that for 3 months as a trial run to make sure that we're, actually adding value to these folks. So just wanted to throw that out there. So that's happening. But thanks for your attention on that one, guys. So
I like collaborations and doing stuff with veterans, charities, and stuff like that. We generally every year for the last 2 or 3 years we played a thing called Vet Fest, which is to help with veterans that are either homeless or have mental disabilities and stuff like that. And then we got added to another veteran festival this coming year that is actually on the same day as the other festival, Vet Fest. So if it all goes down the way it's supposed to, we're supposed to play 2 veteran charity festivals in the same day.
Oh, wow.
One
that is so cool.
The other one that we got added to is a PTSD awareness type thing.
That makes me happy we're doing that.
But as long as everything pans out and we're able to play shows, if they're still scheduled on the same day after all this, it'd be pretty fun. We'll be playing the one in West Virginia, and then we got to travel about 45 minutes to an hour away to go play the other one.
Frederick, Maryland.
Okay. How long does it take to tear down your set and get out of Dodge?
Well, if we're in the middle of bands, it doesn't take very long to set up and doesn't take very long to get gear tore down. And they generally have other bands will help you out sometimes, or they have venue staff there. I think our quickest teardown was with Mike Bonowicz.
The stage manager was so happy. He's like, "You guys just tore down in 2 minutes."
Yeah, we tore down our gear and everything in under 2 minutes, I think it was.
Yeah. Well, between the band going up after us, we got off and they got on in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. That's really fast. I mean, I can't even take down my Ferocious canopy at a farmer's market in less than 15 minutes. So you're taking a whole band.
I don't know if we could do that under 2 minutes.
With that show, it was a little easier because I didn't have to use my own amp. All I had to tear down was my guitar. And then I think Mike, all he had to do was take his cymbals off.
But
okay.
You were the troublemaker.
Yeah, I was a troublemaker. I had my own amp.
I had to take everything.
Hey, guys, not to interrupt, but Redneck just placed an order, so we're going to do another giveaway.
Wow.
A bonus giveaway. All right, so there are 11 people here, so we're going to choose a number between 1 and 6. And when I say go, you can go ahead and start your numbers. Go.
9.
He said 1 through 6, not 1 through 9.
1 through 6, guys.
You win.
These numbers are hypnotizing me.
I think it's cool how you can do all that.
Yeah,
different
that's
screens
neat.
and stuff. I have a StreamYard account and everything, and haven't figured out all that yet.
Oh, yeah. I'll connect via Instagram with you after, and I'll show you. It's actually pretty easy. A couple of apps that I use to make these little video clips, and then I can just send them up to Dropbox, and then I send them into StreamYard.
Oh wow,
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's see. The number is number 1. And in this case, it is Mr. Brad Cromer. You are the winner of 1,000 Ferocious funds. So
Brad.
I will add that to your account. Congratulations, Brad. And yeah, that was a result of a bonus. It was a bonus giveaway because somebody placed an order. So that's awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. That's just incredible. I really appreciate you. Let's see.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Tonight.
So I'm psyched that you guys are working doing veteran projects as well. That really warms my heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I know like one thing I've always done is be a big supporter of veterans, you know, initiatives to at least insofar as what I can do. You know, I mean, you know, I give everyone a discount, 25%. For years after September 11th, before this website was ever in existence, I opened a website called airforcesecuritypolice.com. And what the whole point of that was after 9/11 was to kind of keep, have a place where people who were in my old job field in the Air Force could get together and kind of have private conversations with other people who were in Air Force Security Police about things and just kind of like be themselves in a place. This was before Facebook was even in existence. So that was a while ago. And we got up to about 10,000 members on there. And then I moved to Texas and that website got hacked. So it was just kind of, by that time, Facebook had rolled around and people were using Facebook more for that kind of thing. So I just kind of let it go. But it was really passionate. I mean, it was a passion of mine to keep that thing going. It was just fun engaging with people and having a safe space for people to talk about, you know, stuff that they're dealing with all the time. So yeah, it's in my blood. And at least like I feel fortunate now being in a position where I do own a company where if I can have any impact to help in any way I can, even if it's through donations or through orders, which allow for us to do these types of donations, then it really makes me proud of our customers too. So thank you guys as customers for helping us do this together. So let's see. So let's see what other questions. Does anybody else have any questions for Demyze?
Anything.
Anything.
Anything at all?
Anything.
And so
We'll put the light on for you.
hey, don't play with lighters. Right? Now, that is one thing I remember going to concerts as a kid, and everybody pulled out their lighter. You know.
Yes.
And
Now
everyone-
lights.
yeah. It's funny. It's like everybody's got their phones now. Does anybody even pull out a lighter anymore? I don't even know.
Every once in a while, you'll see one.
Yeah, there's someone.
I do it all the time.
When do you play in Frederick? I'm 45 minutes from there. If it still happens, it'd be what, in August?
Yeah, I believe Frederick,
August 29th.
Frederick, Maryland would be in August.
Wasn't it the 29th?
Yeah, somewhere at the end, I think the 29th maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be the Veteran Festival, Vet Fest.
If it's still a go.
Yeah,
We
it
don't
still
know
happens.
right now.
We have no clue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to say when things are going to open up. Everybody's like, you know, everybody has, they hope to, but then things got rolled around or rolled up another month or something like that. So it's just kind of like touch and go. Okay, so there is some kind of, let me just, John McKinney has this question. I don't know how to watch on YouTube. And he was curious. He said, does anyone on Facebook ever win. And here's the deal, guys. So when I stream, I send it to both Facebook and to YouTube simultaneously, and they're broadcasting live right now. Like what I'm saying here on one channel on YouTube, but also what I'm saying on Facebook. And when I do the giveaways, the feed comes in to one single feed of comments. And if it's a YouTube feed, then it shows the YouTube icon. And if it's a Facebook feed, it will show the Facebook icon. So that's really the only way I'm able to kind of see both of you guys, is by having it feed into this. Now, unfortunately, the people who are watching on YouTube can't see the Facebook comments, and vice versa. The people on Facebook can't see the YouTube comments. So if someone wins, the person on Facebook's like, wait, I don't even see this person listed as a possible contestant. So what's going on? So that's really what's happening. And I totally understand it's frustrating. But yes, to answer your question, people can win on Facebook. They have as much chance as anybody else. It just happens to be if your comment shows up first in the stream. And that's really what drives the winner. Big Al says, should I make an account to receive the funds? Yes, if you could, Big Al, go to ferociously.com and you're going to see a icon. It's gonna be like a black icon with a white star on it. If you push that, that will let you get into the area where you can create your account. And once you've created your account, let me know, and I will add 1,000 Ferocious funds to it. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at some notes here. Barb says we are old. Well, that may be, and sometimes I feel like it, but I try not to. Like, I'm up here, I'm still like 28, you know, till I get up and I'm like, oh man, I'm getting tired. So Bearded Metal Chef said, how did we meet? And here's how. Or I don't know if you guys, maybe it's you guys, I don't know, but I'll let you know how you and I met. So it was funny. I happened to be, I was just flipping, I was watching, I think, YouTube, and I got a pop-up that Beard Times with Scott happened to go on a YouTube live. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me jump on here. I'd like to listen to him sometimes. And he just happened to have you on as a guest. And I was listening and doing things in the background. I mean, I wasn't active on the chat. I think the only thing is, no, I don't even think he knew it was there because it was YouTube. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, Dale surprised me when he pulled out he had previously purchased a beard butter from me, which was a orange cream pop. And he happened to hold it up and said, hey, this is something that I've been using, because Scott had asked him about his beard. And you kind of did like just a shout out to Ferocious. And I was like, wow, that's cool. So, I mean, you don't hear that every day. I mean, you do sometimes, but you don't, did not expect it, because I didn't even know at the time necessarily anything about you from your band. You know what I mean? I mean, I was just listening to his show. And so I wrote, hey, thanks for the shout out. And then Scott was like, hey, I didn't even know Nate was here, So that's how we kind of got going. And then I think I was listening for a little more, and then I shut it off for a bit, and I was going to the post office to drive some orders to the post office. And so I tuned in by connecting it to my car and just listening to the show. And you mentioned one more time about Ferocious. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Like, he must really like Ferocious, and B, like, you're getting the word out about us. And so I really appreciated that. And so later on, I reached out to you, and I was like, hey, would you be interested in maybe talking about a collaboration? And plus I was, by then I looked you up, so I wanted to see what you actually did and your music. And I was like, hey, this is cool. And at the same time, I was looking for some music for some, like, those things, like these little giveaway promos and things that we do every now and then, and intros to shows. And I thought it would be kind of neat to have something that I wasn't going to get in trouble by YouTube. YouTube for having music that was licensed. But if I could, I'd be happy to pay for a license. It's just that I want to just make sure that, you know, I'm doing it legitimately. So that's how it kind of happened to be that we ended up on creating a collaboration. So I thought it was kind of neat. It was just really cool that, you know, he just happened to be on Scott's show on a day. I just happened to be listening to it, and it was cool. It just worked out.
The ironic part about that also is that he originally was supposed to have somebody else, and they had either canceled or he messed up the timing or something, because he's East Coast time like we are, and it was West Coast time for the other person. So like the times were messed up, but I was like, hey, you know, I'll join in.
Mm-hmm.
About it.
Yeah, and from what I understand, I believe I know he plays or did play for a while, and I don't know if he still plays, but you guys have played together before, haven't you?
Yeah, me and him jammed with.
We've jammed with him a couple times.
Jammed with Scott a couple times up at his house. Up in, I think he lives in Pennsylvania now, but he used to live down close to us.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I know, like he back when he was just getting started, and I was really, frankly, just getting started too back then. He had a custom scent that I made for him, and I remember him really liking that scent. So that's cool. That's really it's funny how like the bearded community is really, even though it's broad, it's a small world too. You know?
Say hi.
Trying to knock us over.
Yeah.
No, but back to that question of like how we met.
Yeah.
Us, it was kind of an ironic coincidence too for me and I guess Aaron number one. We actually bumped into each other at a show, and he was wearing a hat that said Seether on it.
Oh.
And he was standing in front of me, and I was like, hey man, nice hat. And that was all that was kind of said about it, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think we talked a little bit, but
yeah, and then it was like a couple months later, maybe not even that, we bumped each other again at a bigger concert.
Yeah.
That was local, and
shout out Shiley Acres.
yeah, we ended up hanging out, I think, for a couple hours actually that day and talking and whatnot, and then found out that day where he lived at and where I lived at that time. We were literally like 2 minutes away from each other.
Not even. It was just literally right around the corner.
Yeah, right around the corner.
That's so amazing. It's, you know, that's like when you you know, like I used to be really involved in music when I was in the Air Force, like just off, like when I wasn't actually during my off time, I should say, mostly keyboards, you know, had a drum machine just because I didn't know how to play drums, and it was in a dorm, right? An Air Force dorm. So it's pretty much, I had, I think the first version of Cakewalk, which was like an old computer. So I had like a 16-track recorder. So, you know, but I used to do music, but it was always fun, like when it all came together and like it got tight, especially once you recorded the various parts. And it just must be pretty cool when you guys are all playing in unison and it just sounds like, okay, we've got it. It sounds good. It's just,
Yeah, they're like, and as musicians, like we can tell when each person is just slightly off, like in the band.
You can just look at my face when I make a mistake.
but man, like when we're in tune together, it's on stage. If you're in tune together and you're going at it, we're all playing in unison. It's like half the time you don't even realize that there's a crowd in front of you.
I do.
Sure.
He jumps into the crowd at the end of the show.
you got me, guys. Oh, I guess you didn't get me.
But no,
That's pretty cool, though. Do you ever get it like, this sounds so tight, let's do one more riff, keep it going, just because?
Oh, we've done that.
Yeah, we've done it a couple times. One more song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Aaron number 2 has learned since his first show. We at the end of our set, we kind of extend our last song a little bit than what the album is, and that's where we do our little showboating thing, I guess you can say, where he'll go out and into the crowd. I'll get up on top of my amp And then as we're playing that riff, it gets faster and faster and faster until we start abruptly ending it. Like
Giving it all away.
Yep.
What if these people wanted to see us?
Well,
Now they're not going to be surprised.
They don't have to be surprised.
I think I got that in the video, the first concert with me playing.
Well, there it is.
I really do. I think that I got that. I'm not sure.
Quentin Lesh.
Oh, dang, you're from Winchester. I work around that area on Thursdays and bounce down to Harrisonburg.
Woo,
Nice.
that's a hike.
Oh yeah, that's a good drive. Winchester to Harrisonburg is from in Virginia. It's about an hour and 20, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good drive.
And I think isn't that the same person that said they were in Frederick, Maryland?
Maybe. Yeah. Like 45 minutes away.
Oof. Yeah, so they got a fun drive.
Yeah, that is a long drive. Oh, let's see what else here. Bearded Metal Chef says that's awesome. John says, how do you get a custom scent made? John, if you go to ferociousbeard.com, or if that's too long a word to type, which for some people it is, especially after a couple of beers, if you type in fbeard.com, that'll get you there. fbeard.com. So, hey, there you go. Cheers.
You didn't take another shot. I'm not trying to hear none of that.
Should we take a shot?
Well, I'm drinking beer, so but yeah, go for it. If you
We'll have a Demise shot.
Them too.
Demise
He
shot.
doesn't drink anymore. He's going on that super path kind of right now, which
Cool.
is a bad thing.
Yeah. Trying it out.
Nice. So, John, while they're setting that up, if you go to ferocioussbeard.com and you go to the menu and click on oils, beard oils, you'll see a create your own scent link. And if you go there, you can literally create your own custom scent, and you can get an oil, balm, butter, wax. And there's a lot of choices on there. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. I'm happy to help. with that.
Jackson, no.
No, you can't have no alcohol, dog. Sorry.
You're not old enough yet.
For Demise.
Demise and Ferocious Beard.
Yes, sir.
Cheers,
Yeah.
guys.
He pulls up a water.
Nice.
Somebody can't handle alcohol over there.
Oh, yeah, let's take another one.
Nope. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So Barb said, what was the first concert you attended, not as a performer, but as a fan?
Oh, come here. The first concert I attended, I was a kid, and it was the Charlie Daniels Band.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Let's see. I got two here. I think one of the first ones I attended when I was a kid, it wasn't my choice, but I was a wrestling fan, and it was a wrestling show, and the band Little Big Town was playing, but I didn't even watch them. But the first rock show I attended was Non-Point.
Okay.
Pretty late in my life.
First rock show I ever attended was it was a festival. Had Seether and 3 Days Grace and Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh,
Pretty cool.
where was
First,
that?
I guess I'm going to put the standard a little too high for me. My first show was Rush.
Oh wow.
Oh,
So,
really? Awesome.
14th row. It was fantastic. I'm not going to lie.
Man, I would have loved to been able to see Rush.
It was fantastic. And I also bootlegged the whole show. So
Brett said,
Collective Soul.
Collective Soul.
I'm not gonna lie. There's been rumors, and
They almost stole their riff.
I almost stole one of the riffs on accident when we were writing the first album.
I stopped them. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, he stopped me. I didn't realize it. But no, the festival we're playing in September, there's been kind of like rumors here and there that Collective Soul might be on that. Can't confirm it.
Yeah, by
because
the
we
way,
don't know.
If you guys are near Appomattox, Virginia in September, hit up Blue Ridge Rock Festival.
Yeah, I would say if the festival actually goes through and happens in September, it's called Blue Ridge Rock Festival. There's people that are traveling from all over the country to go to it.
So speaking of Collective Soul, I used to listen to he was just a commentator. He basically had a talk show, but he always started his music out with that, or his show out with that. Let's see if this.
Oh yeah.
Like, I always wish that it would be cool to start a show like that. Like, all right, Ferocious Beard Crew. This is, you know what I mean? That would just kind of be cool.
Brings me down. Yeah, I think that was called Heavy, right?
Yes. Yeah, that was heavy.
That's my favorite Collective Soul song.
Yeah, but I know, like, if I tried that, first I'd be copying that guy's show. Plus, Collective Soul would be on my ass. So, like, you know what? I'll just I'll do my little 6-second video clip. So it's funny, Barb. She and I, well, we went to 2 different Heart concerts, but her first real concert was Heart in Connecticut, and I grew up in Rhode Island, and my first concert was Heart at the Providence Civic Center. So it's just funny, we both went to the same show as our first concert, just 2 different concerts, like in the same tour, and then we met years later, you know. But it was just funny that we both happened to be at the same show at a different venue.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
So Beardius Maximus, yes. You would set up an account, and then once you have your account, then we'll add the 1,000 Ferocious funds, and I can walk you through how to do that. So Quentin says his was Dave Matthews in OAR.
Hey man,
Logan.
Warped Tour.
Warped Tour.
I've always wanted to go to Warped Tour. I never got to go.
Same.
yeah, I never got to go to any of them either. Because the year that I was actually able to go was, I think, their last year that they were doing.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah,
like
and it
6
sold
years
out.
ago.
Mm.
Okay. Let's see. Brad says my most recent concert were with Garth Brooks and Widespread Panic.
Never heard of Widespread Panic.
I think that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Money over
When I go to email, it activate says wrong password email. We'll work it out, Beardius. I'll get with you, and we'll make sure you get set up. No worries at all, brother.
Man, 7 times.
Let's see, 7 times. Oh, and Charlie, I missed his comment. He said that his first, I think my mic is acting up. It says his first concert was Conway Twitty. Twitty, yeah, when he was a kid.
My dad would love that.
My grandfather.
I haven't heard
likes
that name in
stuff.
a long time.
Yeah.
Family Guy.
I don't even remember what my last concert was.
Family Guy.
Local one. Mine was Beartooth.
Last concert I went to was Disturbed and In This Moment. It was
Mine
awesome.
was Beartooth, Motionless in White. Stick to your guns.
I think
Limbs.
I think my last concert I went to might have been last year's Blue Ridge Rock Festival. I remember.
Wow,
Like,
you're
besides-
lacking.
Besides locals, yeah, that's what it was.
You're lacking.
Because before that, it was a country concert.
I mean, other than the local bands that we go out and see.
Right. My favorite concert was an evening with Metallica.
Nice.
Ooh, I bet that was cool.
I have a cool
That's a good
story about
question.
Metallica.
Oh, do tell.
So in 2012, Metallica had a festival that they put on themselves called Orion Music and More. And the first year they did it in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And they had like different aspects of it, like of what each member of the band liked. So like Robert Trujillo, the bass player, likes like sports, like skating, surfing, and stuff like that. They had a section of the beach in Atlantic City sectioned off where people were surfing with Robert Trujillo and stuff. And the drummer likes films, so they had like a little movie theater type thing set up there.
Lars.
The guitar player Kirk Hammett likes horror stuff, and he had a huge collection of horror memorabilia and had a big tent set up with stuff from old movies. And James Hetfield, the lead singer, likes cars, collects cars and whatnot.
And alcoholism.
Anybody? Has anybody seen their cover, their new version of Blackened?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I don't like it.
So they had the car show, and me and my dad have a 1963 Ford Fairlane 500. And I took a couple pictures and submitted it online for us to be a part of their car show just to see if it would happen.
Mm-hmm.
And like a couple weeks later, I got an email back that we were confirmed for their car show. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool, because thousands of people submitted pictures of their cars, and they picked 150 cars to be at their car show. And I was like, wow, how did we get picked?
That's cool shit.
So
It's cool.
we drove from West Virginia with the car up to New Jersey, and the festival was a 2-day festival, and got to meet a bunch of people. My dad had met some people from Russia that really didn't speak much English at all. And it was his first rock concert. They gave out 3 trophies for the car show. One for a truck, one for a car, and one for, I think, a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
At least I think it was 3 trophies. But out of all those like 100, 150 cars that they had there, they were calling my dad's name in the background, and his name is the same as mine, Dale Sims. And it's like, okay. I was like, Dad, I hear your name being called. He's like, no, you're messing with me. He won one of the trophies and got to get up on stage with James Hetfield and meet James Hetfield
And that was
at
his
his
dad's first concert.
at his first rock concert.
That's
Oh shit! Wow.
And the trophy is like a giant hood ornament that weighs like 7-8 pounds. It's crazy. So it is a cool little story. So like if the band ever goes like really big and we ever get to meet Metallica, I can always share that story with him.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility, you know. I mean, everybody starts somewhere, you know, and so
I get to meet my favorite band.
You will get to meet your favorite band.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
there's a lot of favorite bands
Oh,
for
you don't
me
have
at
to say
that
hopefully.
festival.
I will say hopefully.
I'm kind of excited to play the Tantric show.
His favorite band is Beartooth, and we're playing the
If you guys
festival with them.
Noticed it.
He wants to say maybe he'll get to meet him. All it takes is a couple drinks for me, and I'll be like, all right, let's go on their tour bus.
Yeah,
yeah.
I want to meet all that remains, man. I don't care.
That's the pre-show.
Oh, Shooter
Yeah.
Jennings. I can't remember last. Yeah, Shooter Jennings.
Yeah, we did see Shooter Jennings, but I also remember. See, since we've had kids, we really haven't gone out to concerts. So our life basically froze in 2008. So it's been like hard to get out and do things. So, but I do remember we went to go see Josh Turner too, who's a country musician, and of course it was probably around that time too. I'm not sure exactly when that would like. Years escape me with kids, you know. Things that seem like they were just a few years ago were a lot longer than that.
Shooter Jennings, I believe.
Put the old back in country.
Yeah, he did like a tour a couple years ago, and I used to like help do promotions and stuff for a company, and I actually got to promote like his tour a little bit.
Oh, nice.
And this was before we ever were a band, so it's been like 5-6 years.
Yeah, but you're drawn to it though. I mean, so you know that's awesome.
Damn. Have you checked out anything from Fire from the Gods?
Yeah.
I did too. I just listened to a couple songs recently. They sound pretty cool. I like them.
Let's see.
They're going to be at the festival as well.
Oh, Bart mentioned that the house lights went on. Some people started leaving the Civic Center, but others of us stayed behind. Lights went off and Metallica came back on. So fucking awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, that reminds me. I don't think I told you this. When I saw Sum 41, they kind of did the same thing. They just left the stage and lights went off. People started leaving, and then they came back on like dressed up as Motley Crue.
Sum 41, man. Wow.
They're great.
I like them. Yeah, they're good.
If there's one thing I will make a statement about on any rock podcasts or anything like that, I will never reference us as Motley Crue ever again.
No.
Because what, about a year or two ago?
Yeah.
We were on like a rock podcast thing, and I was like, oh yeah, we're a pretty rowdy group.
Thanks,
you know,
Quentin.
We're nothing like them.
we were like, we might as well be like the next Motley Crue, and then like that went like somebody took it out of context.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to live up to that for at least a couple months.
I played a show like right after that, and I bought a Motley Crue shirt just to throw it in his face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people take things out of context, though. That's the thing. It's funny. You could say one thing, not, like when I do these broadcasts, I'll just be talking and like I might say something while I'm concentrating on what someone's posting, and you do the best you can, and then next thing you know, hey, but you said this during the show. I'm like, I did? And I have to go back and watch it. I'm like, oh, I guess I did. So people will take what they want sometimes.
I went to Manson and Zombie last year.
Oh, yeah.
Jiffy Lube Live. Amazing show. That's cool.
Great venue. Yeah, so Jiffy Lube Live
It's like an hour
here
down the road.
is an outdoor amphitheater.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like going to those outdoor amphitheaters. The one that I remember going to was back when I went. It was in Massachusetts. It was great. It used to be called Great Woods, and it's called something different now. But I remember going as a teenager. Actually, I think my dad got tickets or something, and we ended up going there. And Peter Gabriel was there. It was like the World Organization of Music and Dance. It was a bunch of different artists, and it was just. I remember Weird Al Yankovic was in the audience actually for that one.
Yeah,
Wow. What the hell?
That was really cool to see. So that was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, if this festival we're playing in September ends up announcing Seether and I get to play with Seether, or if they announce Breaking Benjamin, I think we've all made a life goal of playing with some of our favorite bands.
Yeah.
My next goal as playing in a band is playing at specific venues. So like one that's on my bucket list is Red Rocks.
Yes.
Jiffy Lube.
Jiffy Go big
Red
or
Rocks
go
is big.
home.
Red Rocks is a
Huge
I like to play at the Machine Show up in
It's
Detroit.
outdoor venue.
Yeah, it's an outdoor
Colorado.
amphitheater, but it's like carved in canyons.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh wow, that would be cool.
Actually, the first place I saw Rush was at Jiffy Lube Live, and then I seen Black Sabbath there with Rival Sons.
Ooh, Black Sabbath.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, I wanted to go see Ozzy Osbourne on his last tour, and then he had to cancel it.
Yeah, he would have done a good show. That would have been nice to see.
He's getting up in it.
The show with Black Sabbath was fantastic.
Oh yeah,
The second drummer they had was amazing. He did a solo, it was awesome.
That is a great song.
Broken with Amy Lee.
See, and a lot of people don't know that the lead singer of Seether, Sean Morgan, did date Amy Lee from Evanescence.
I get told I look like Sean Morgan a lot.
Yeah, you do. You look like Sean Morgan. It's creepy.
Sorry.
Well, let me see if I can bring up a picture. I have to do this now almost for everybody, it seems like. He's like, no, don't do it.
Well,
I think one of the best events that happened at a concert was the day I got to meet Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah, I got to meet Breaking Benjamin.
That was pretty cool.
Gotta find like him with a backwards hat on or something.
There was one that I sent you that was.
It was well worth the $300 I had to pay to meet him.
No, I didn't have to pay that much.
Ooh, you had to pay how much to meet?
That's because I added the
$300.
VIP thing. That's why.
I don't think unless we get really big, we'll never make people pay to meet us.
I mean, sometimes that's up to the record label.
That's yeah.
Keith Richards outlived us all too. That's true. Pretty sure we need to contact Keith Richards to give us the cure for the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Blood.
Rolling Stones will still be touring when we are all dead and gone. Charlie.
All right. I think. Wow, that's pretty. That was pretty accurate almost. Except you don't have long hair.
I don't know.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah.
He's even got a beard in that one.
I'm not gonna lie, but I really like my lock screen
All
photo.
right, so I think maybe
He's still looking for a photo.
Yeah, I gotta find a
I sent
perfect
you
one.
one that was.
But this is pretty close.
Ugh.
Like minus the long hair.
Hold on, Dale.
I don't know how well this will show up on the camera, but doesn't that kind of look?
I can see it a little bit.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
There we go.
Dale.
Nice. You even got a picture with him.
Yeah.
I did not. I just got a CD signed and.
Dale.
Oh wow.
Actually, when I met
Yeah.
Breaking Benjamin, I was wearing a shirt that said "I'm here to fuck shit up,"
They're really cool people.
and they just all started quoting Step Brothers, which is why I got the shirt.
that's cool.
That's
That's
cool.
yeah.
Very cool, dude.
Yeah, the local venue, Shiley Acres, around our area, is like an outdoor concert venue,
Mhm.
and they do like 3 or 4 big shows every year. And I know this coronavirus stuff is probably definitely affecting like their
Mhm.
concert schedule and even trying to schedule anything. They might not do anything this year, but
Stained.
I was helping do like promos and stuff for them, like promo videos and doing editing and whatnot. And so I got to meet a lot of the big bands that came through there and talk to some of the people, like the guitar players and bass players, drummers, whatever. I built some
Okay.
pretty good contacts through them. And that's kind of, I guess, some of the big shows that we play. I have them to thank for that.
Yeah, it's such a great community. The music community, it's almost like the bearded community. Like I mean, people helping out each other and getting the word out and stuff, and helping fill in when we need to. I guess you could say.
Oh yeah,
when
for
we
sure.
need to. So, well, we're going on an hour and 36 minutes here, which
Oh,
we're
yeah.
doing pretty. It's a pretty long show.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I really appreciate again you guys stopping in on here on short notice and and everything, the collaboration and anything we can do for you guys. Just let me know and we'd be happy to do that. We've getting a pretty nice following here, and we're all about just having fun and taking care of our beards and just letting loose, just having a good old time. So
Yeah,
I'm
you're
sure-
actually going to name me them sticks this
They're
time.
right beside you, actually.
Where?
Beards out for Harambe.
Yep. No, we definitely appreciate you having us on. Help promote the scent that we came up with and promote the band. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's my pleasure. So take a look at if there's anything you want us to update on that page too, just to kind of modernize it. We're happy to do that too.
All right.
That way we get the most up-to-date information on what's going on, and maybe have a link to when you get some tour dates going and stuff like that. We'll be happy to do that. And maybe, who knows, you never know, maybe someday we'll get a chance to meet each other in person, either in Texas or up in Virginia or somewhere in between.
Well, I've always been wanting to do a little tour, and I have a buddy.
We almost played in Texas.
Yeah, we almost played in Texas at South by Southwest. Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
But no, I have a buddy that lives in Houston, Texas, who is he's in a wheelchair, and so he can't travel up this way and whatnot. But now I've always wanted to go down there and meet him because I've known him for years. Just met him through the internet and became really good friends. And that would be perfect. Go from Houston to Fort Worth. And
Heck yeah.
I just want to eat tacos down there.
We do have some good tacos and good Tex-Mex food, that's for sure. Yeah, so well, cool. I hope you get a chance to make it down here to Texas.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, you guys are always welcome if you come to Fort Worth. That's where we're out of. So we it's a pretty good sized city, and it's pretty down to earth. It's not all country western out here. So there's a lot of the music scene's pretty good in Texas. So it's really good
I
actually.
want to go to Arlington.
Arlington.
So I can find Hank Hill.
There it is.
Well, yeah, Arlington's a good, 20 minutes from here. I'd say 25 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I did that. Have you ever been there?
To Arlington?
Yeah.
Just to the city of Arlington, yeah. Like just to like amusement parks there and stuff.
Oh, I didn't even know there were amusement parks in there. That's cool. The more you know.
Yeah. Yeah. There's that plus the Texas Rangers. Charlie says, if I only had to listen to one band, the rest of my life would be Godsmack.
Ooh, who would you pick?
If I only had one band to listen to the rest of my
I know
days.
what I'm picking.
That is such a horrible question, man, for me.
Oh, he's very versatile with his
Oh,
stuff.
Kelly
Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
Did you say Kelly Clarkson? Oh, no. I'm torn between Rush and Breaking Benjamin. Probably Rush because they have a bigger catalog.
They all would pick Seether.
Oh, I definitely would pick Seether. I don't know.
I got 19 studio albums to listen to with Rush compared to
Jeez.
Breaking Benjamin. So,
They really have that many?
yep. Actually, they technically have 20, but one was a covers album.
They really rushed those out, huh?
Well, at one time they were doing them back to back, like every year, and then they were doing every 2 years. That's how they were doing it.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we could write that fast.
Like for instance, in '75 they dropped 2 albums the same year,
He really knows his Rush history.
and then they did Farewell to Kings and Hemispheres a year apart. Then 2 years for Permanent Waves. Moving Pictures is '81. Signals is '82.
Right. Well, if you guys need a teammate for Rush trivia,
I'm gonna hire you
Yeah,
out.
I'm not gonna lie, that's one of my top bands.
Rush this.
Oh,
Here is the man.
Some joke.
I did hear it. I liked it. I mean, they did write pretty quick. They would write while they were on tour. So
Right.
I mean,
You know, the thing that reminds me of Rush the most is the movie I Love You, Man.
I've never seen that.
Paul Rudd and Jason Segel are big Rush fans.
yes,
Slap in the basement.
Paul Rudd.
Well, I think we're gonna probably wrap it up and close the show because we're going on an hour and 45 minutes, and it's been a great show, guys.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been really fun. So thank you guys again for showing up, and thanks to everybody out there for tuning in here at FEROCIOUSBeard.com, Ferocious Friday Night Free-For-All. You never know what's going to happen here. You never know who's going to show up, and we appreciate Demyze for showing up here and giving us their time. So thank you guys so much, and we're going to close up the show. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we will see you guys on Tuesday for the live collaboration, and next Friday we'll also see you here too. So take care, everybody.
Good night. Be safe.
You too. Bye-bye.